right. Buenos dias, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. How is everybody doing? See who's here. Hey, Adrian, good to see you. Varga, Anna. Is it Anna? Is your first name or yeah, good to see you, Anna.
Anna, thank
Hi,
you.
how are
Hi,
you? And
I'm
Coach
fine.
Maggie's here. Yay.
Good morning.
Let's go ahead and get started. Welcome. This is Experienceify office hours, by the way. We have separate office hours for XP and for Go Plus, which is its own thing to learn. So just to make sure you're in the right spot, we'll be covering questions today specific to XP. And by the way, if you have questions that are about integrating the two, like if you need to know how to connect with XP with Go Plus or syncing tags between them, anything like that, that is generally handled from, in almost all cases, that's going to be handled from the Go Plus side because Go Plus is the bigger environment that you are connecting and using XP in, if that makes sense. So just an FYI to make sure you're in the right place and get you to where you need to be. And how's everybody doing? I see a couple of hands up. Yay, Shauna joined. Shauna joined. Good to see you. Why don't we go ahead and just jump in with whatever questions you guys have. Shauna, do you want to go ahead and kick us off? And then we'll go to Maggie after that. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, thanks. Good to see
So,
you.
you too. I have two questions. The first
Okay.
one is I have noticed that uh, the XP sidebar that gives all the icons for the courses,
Hmm.
it's environment specific. Now, this is interesting because I have a lot of courses in by Live Your Message, and then
Hmm.
I have one course that I joined as a test student
Hmm.
that I put myself out myself. And that course would appear, let me see. I think it's actually on mobile that this is weird. I'm sorry, I was looking at this yesterday. And yeah, you know what it is how do you get back to Experienceify/sites? Like once I'm inside my course, I can
Hmm.
I can only click to go to other courses inside the environment of me as a provider. I can't go back to the Live Your Message. Like there's no link to go back to all the courses that I'm a part of that are provided by different providers.
Help me understand. You're going in initially as a student
As
or
a
as admin.
as a student.
You're going in as a student and you have a sidebar showing the different courses you're a student in.
Yeah. I can, do
And
you want me to share my screen? Would that help?
possibly I want to make sure I get the question and make sure I know where we're going and if it's something that I can get you a quick answer for, or if I need to look at it more in depth. But if I understand, you are in as a student, you have a list of courses on the side. You click to go into one of them. And then from the one, oh, I think I see what you're saying. Then you don't have a list to go back to the others, like from inside a Live Your Message course.
Right. So when I first go to Experienceify,
Mm-hmm.
I have, it says, where would you like to go? And
Mm-hmm.
it's saying all the courses
Mm-hmm.
rolled in by different providers.
Right, right. Yeah.
Once I go to a course by a provider,
Mm-hmm.
only get to other courses by that provider. I can't get to,
That's, if I'm understanding right, that is intended because you're in that provider's school. So your like someone else's school wouldn't be showing up in the sidebar while you're working in that provider's school. Is that what you're saying?
yes. So on the one hand, I appreciate it. And on the other hand, it feels like an inconvenience. If I wanted to provide the convenience to my students, would I put, like, for instance, a link in the footer
Mhm.
that goes to all courses, and I would direct it to login.experientify.io/sites?
If you want your students to be able to log into all of your courses,
I mean, if I had a case where students were frustrated because they couldn't, like I feel frustrated because I can't go from vendor to vendor, could I solve that at least in my school if I wanted to? I have to think about it.
Mhm.
Providing a link to, I'm looking at the URL for this where would you like to go page. I would just add a link somewhere that I was happy with.
like on your nav menu, for example, maybe on your
Probably
top nav
footer,
menu,
menu. Yeah.
footer, and say log into all of your courses here. That should work. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The other thing I'm trying to solve is on my dashboard for my course, I have two actions um, that I don't need to show after they're completed. However, one of them is sign our media release,
Mhm.
and maybe this is something I have to ask in Go Plus, so you let me know. But
Sure.
they can click the action, but not necessarily have signed the media release. So the media release is in Go Plus. Do I need to take this? I was going to assign a tag when they complete it, but
Mhm.
the tag syncing, I don't understand the tag syncing.
It
And
sounds like, yes, you would need to assign a tag in Go Plus when they complete it,
yeah,
and then that would sync to XP. And that tag can allow a box to be hidden or unhidden or whatever you need for them to move on.
okay,
So
so I know
that
an action can assign a tag or remove a tag, but an action cannot be removed by a tag. So it has to be the whole block, right?
correct. It's the whole block, but you could put just a single action in one block if you needed to.
Good point. Okay. Maybe that's what I need to do um because there's two actions and I don't want to hide it until it's complete until both are completed. So then I was like, well, then do I need to how do I check for multiple tags? And I didn't see that kind of complexity in the triggers in the experience engine or in the visibility, block visibility. It's like one tag. It's not like if they have this tag,
Correct.
that
Yeah.
tag.
Yeah.
Is that, can
Yeah.
I
You're
make
thinking about
a request for that complexity for visibility?
You can. I can't make promises, but we hear all the requests.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, is there a proper way to make a feature request?
That you did it. I hear you. Yeah.
Okay, all right,
And don't
great.
don't take my face as a no. It's just like kind of
I'm sure you
okay.
have a lot of feature requests.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally hear you. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Those are all my questions. I
Making
appreciate
sense so far? Okay. Thanks,
it. Yes.
Shauna.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, welcome. See a couple more people hopping on. Let's hop over to Coach Maggie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great.
Great.
I have it's not really a course. I have one-on-one coaching. And
Uh-huh.
so I basically made it. I'm trying to test my order form.
Okay,
So I made a discount code free.
cool.
But when I try to test it and use the discount code, it's not working. And it seems to want a credit card.
Okay, so most likely what you want to do is go into step 2 of your course, which is where you actually add which is where you add the price.
Hmm.
And in step 2 of your course, there's going to be a section that gives you a box to type in the price. And over on the right-hand side, there's going to be a little X or a trash can icon or something like that, where you could remove that line entirely. So that means that oh wait, I'm sorry, let me back up a second. You said you did it by coupon code.
Yes.
Okay, erase what I just said. You're
Okay,
putting in a
thanks. I didn't
coupon card.
understand
Sorry,
it.
I was confusing you. Yeah. I was answering a different question that gets asked all the time. You're putting in a coupon code, but it's still asking for a credit card.
Yes,
Okay, it shouldn't do that.
right.
So you can, if you want to drop a note to the support desk, the team can go inside your account and look at exactly what you've done.
Okay,
Possibly something just hasn't been set up right. If we have
okay,
time, we may be able to look at it in person here, but before I kind of dive deep into an individual account thing, I want to
okay,
make sure we kind of broadly get to questions.
okay.
But if you have a coupon code and it's 100%, then the order form should absolutely disappear. Your expectations are right there.
So, but that's another way of doing it. I just said the coupon code free, but you could put the discount at 100%, which would be the same thing.
I'm sorry, can you say that
Okay,
again?
it asked for you could add a discount code.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just said free. And I've done that before. But what I'm saying is maybe instead what I should put is 100% because he has gives you the option of a dollar amount for the discount or the percent. So if I
Mm-hmm.
just put 100%, that's the same thing as free.
You could do either 100% or the total dollar amount. Yeah,
Right.
correct. Either way
So I
should
could
work. Yeah.
okay, so I could potentially try that and see if that works. The other thing centered around the same idea is it makes a little comment about you something being at least 50 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I thought, really, I'd like to try that because that way I can make sure everything is working. Because if I just do free, it'll add me as a student,
Mm-hmm.
but it won't go through the steps of making sure. So how would I do that so that it only costs 50 cents?
That's a great point. Yeah, you can, to make it simple, maybe you want to just do $1. Just create yourself a
Yeah,
coupon
that'd be fine.
code that takes the price down to $1. So in this case, you would use the dollar option.
Okay.
And how much is your coaching package? Or
It's I forget now. I think
whatever. Yeah.
one each payment is like 179 or something like that.
Okay, so that might have been a thing. If you've split it up into payments, one
Yes,
thing that you'll want to do is check to make sure that the coupon code is applying to all payments.
right.
Maybe, okay. So, but as far as testing, you can, I would just give yourself an option that is just a single payment to be able to test by
Okay.
charging yourself $1. So give yourself
Okay.
one payment, make a coupon code for $1 less than that,
That's
and then
true.
go in as a student and enter it. And you're
Okay.
absolutely right. That's a really good thing to do is just put yourself through for $1, see it
Okay.
land in your Stripe, know that
Exactly.
everything's working. Yeah.
Okay. All right. No, that's perfect. And actually, I don't plan to have a coupon code for the course itself. I just was using that as a way to test it for
Oh,
myself.
you're just testing it.
But
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
but no, that's a good point because at some point I may want to give a coupon code to someone, but I may want it just taken off the first payment, not every single one. So, okay, no,
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
makes
You can decide that when you set up your coupon code, you can apply it to the first payment or to all of them. So make sure
okay,
that's making sense as a part of what you're checking. But
okay,
yeah, if anything still isn't making sense, go ahead and just drop a note to the support desk and
okay,
we can look at exactly what you've set up.
okay.
But
I think that will work. I think that will work doing it that way. So,
okay.
okay. And I don't actually have to use all of the other features for the coaching as far as adding all this stuff. It basically is just collecting my money. So,
Just collecting
oh,
your money. You can use whatever you want. And thank you for saying that. You do not
okay,
have to use any features. And that's actually
okay.
something I wanted to
Mhm.
remind everyone of today is that you don't have to learn all of XP's features before getting started because
Okay.
you may never get started. So yeah,
Right. Okay.
set up
Nope, that's
your
perfect.
order form, collect money. You can put up links in your navigation bar to go whatever pages you want for
Mhm.
your coaching, whether that's a scheduling page, a resources page,
Right.
whatever you want to share.
Okay. All right, great. All right, thank you. You answered my
Awesome.
question. Okay.
Thanks, Maggie. Great to see you. All right. Let's keep going. I know Anna was waiting, and then we'll hop over to Lisa and then back to Shauna. Anna, want to go ahead? How are you?
Yeah, thank you. I'm completely new here, so I will have a very
Welcome.
basic question.
That's awesome.
Um,
Yeah.
may I share the screen? I'm just wondering, how can I connect XP with Go Plus within Go Plus?
Oh, okay.
So,
Great question. So this is actually a question that you're going to want to go to the Go Plus office hours for.
okay, so
Okay. We actually
okay,
have separate, I know that can be a little bit confusing, but there are two entirely different platforms.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
connecting the two, connecting these two worlds actually happens through Go Plus's side.
Okay,
And the
okay,
team there are going to be able to help you get all that set up.
okay. Thank you. Thank you
So
so
we
much.
have one tomorrow. It's either tomorrow morning or evening, not sure off the top of my head, but
Yeah, absolutely. I will do that. Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Welcome, Anna. Anything on XP's side that you need at the moment, or is it mainly just getting Go Plus connected right now?
Yeah, getting just connected.
Okay, perfect.
Thanks a lot.
Well, welcome. We are super glad to have you here. Lisa, how's it going?
Oh, good thing, but I pulled over. I
Cutting in and out
have
a bit.
about
Go ahead. Thank you, Adrian.
not pricing, but oh,
It's cutting out.
let's
It's
see.
cutting out. Yeah,
Yeah, better. Okay.
a little better.
I want to. All right, never mind. Why don't we try me again at the end of the call if you want?
Okay, or pop
Maybe
it in
get
the
into a better
chat.
place.
I don't know if you can type, but yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
I can do that.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's go back to Shauna and then we'll continue. Shauna, go ahead.
Okay, so I have an image that
Okay,
I managed to make it the size that I want, smaller,
okay,
by narrowing the columns that it's placed in.
okay.
But when it's on mobile, it goes 100% wide and it's too big. What can I do about that? There's padding top and bottom, but there's not padding left and right.
Mm. You may be able to do that with CSS coding.
Okay. Custom CSS is your recommendation.
That's going to be most likely. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, where'd you go?
Thank you.
I just lost you. Oh, there you are. Okay. Screen's
Oh,
jumping around.
yeah. Sorry, I moved.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me check with Lisa again, see if we can hear a little better. Or no, did I see your hand go back up, Lisa?
Um,
It's still wonky. Still kind of wonky. Let's
so
try
I'm
again.
typing.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, I typed out the whole thing and I lost it. Hell.
I'm gonna circle back. It's still pretty fuzzy from my end.
Yeah,
We'll check
keep
back in a
going.
minute. No worries. Good to see you, Shauna. Cindy, did I see a virtual hand go up? Yeah, I thought you were. And then we'll continue. Go ahead, Cindy. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Doing great,
Um,
thanks.
So I'm pretty comfortable on these different kinds of platforms technically. So what I just saying that because I'm trying to think through strategically, I'm creating a membership and I set up use the membership template. And I
Okay.
see that there are, modules, for example, modules per month.
Okay.
What I would love some help with is thinking through or how to set it up such that if I do, let's say, special events, so I'm setting up this membership as a So I'm sending people there and I'm doing events. And I'm just wondering how to, it's where does the universe sit in? I can use Go Plus, although I have another system that I'm using. And I'm just trying to understand, one, first, if I have these modules every month, can those modules then become independent courses in and of themselves? That's one question. Like, for example, if I want to have like in Momentum or, one of those, I'm in Momentum, I want to be able to bring in some of those courses into their membership area. And so I'm wondering, do I have to recreate those, or is it more like a tagging situation?
If you want to move a module from like one course to another,
Well,
or
I'm kind of creating a universe for the
Mhm.
membership essentially, and I want to be able to have when people log into that membership, they can see if, let's say, I put a bonus in there, or I put, let's say I have a course on money boundaries that I'm doing, and it's a module in, let's say, January. They're
Mhm.
doing that module, and I also then want to create that same module created as a course that then could be
Mhm.
used.
Okay.
Is there a special thing I need to be doing?
So you would need to actually create the new course.
Okay.
Is that the question? You would need to someone would need to manually create, like, here's the new structure of the course. You can copy a module or a training from one course to another.
Okay.
It's going to go into either the module training section or the bonus section. So just the thing to be aware of is if you're setting up kind of your own customized universe and you've got custom pages here and there, it's quite likely you'll need to manually do the pieces that you want to do, unless you're just copying or moving straight from like module and training here to module and training there. You can do that with a click in step 3 by editing a training or a module and just selecting copy or move
Okay.
this to another course. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I think that is it. Do you have any other recommendations or people who have set up memberships on the
Mm.
platform?
Have you seen Murray's blog post about this?
No, that would be helpful.
If you go to the Help Center, and I will grab it for everyone right now. But if you search,
Where is all that located? Like, is it in the knowledge base, or where are some of these
let me
things located?
show you, because that is a good thing. All right, so we're inside a course here, but from any place in your admin account outside of the forum, you're always going to see this left-hand sidebar.
Yeah.
And at the very bottom here is Help Center.
Okay, great.
And this is, I'll just show this for everyone because this is really good to know. We've got our office hours schedule and links are always right here, done for you. Support, guidelines, and then you can search for anything here. And the one I want to get for you is this link. Actually, this one is kind of a basic overview of the features, but I believe there's also a link in here to, oh, there's not. All right, what I really wanted to send you was Murray's blog post about this. I'll pop it in the Facebook group unless somebody wants to find it for me and pop it in the chat immediately.
Can I ask quickly, are the replays of these office hours also somewhere in here?
They are in the same article that I showed you there on the top of the page, the office hours. Yeah, those are all there. So
Okay, great.
Yeah, if someone wants to find Murray's membership blog and pop that in the chat, feel free. Otherwise, I'll post it in the Facebook group when we're done. But this is just a really, really great overview of how to keep people engaged and how to not lose them, which is, what tends to happen with memberships. But it sounds like you're kind of already thinking about bringing them into an immediate training and keeping them engaged with a small, focused training and thing to do. And then you may want to have more content somewhere else that they can access. But the bottom line is just to not overload them with a ridiculous world of content that doesn't really give any progress forward, because of
Yeah.
course that just gets overwhelming. So
Okay.
it sounds like you're probably on most of the things, but if you want to check out that article, I think that's a really good just summary of basics to get it working well. And
Okay.
maybe pop in the Facebook group and ask people to share their membership success stories too.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Cindy. Great to see you. I see Zoom user. Sorry, I don't know your name. You're
Oh, I'm sorry, it's not on there. It's Melissa Lassiter.
Melissa. Good to see you. How are you?
Thank you. I am just starting to record
Okay.
my modules for my online course, and I want to know the easiest way to do that without having to purchase a bunch of stuff. I have Canva Pro, I have Zoom Pro. I want it to look like Maurice's. Because doesn't everybody? But I mean, everybody tells me that's so simple. It's not simple for me.
No, it's not simple to get courses professionally edited and looking great, but I will suggest, and maybe others want to chime in here, that it's less of a priority to make it look perfect than
Right. I'm not trying to make it look perfect, just
Okay.
decent.
just these.
Just how to set it up easily. Because
Okay.
I'm having trouble setting it up with the slide presentation here and me and a cameo here.
Oh,
That's what I'm having trouble with.
have you tried just recording yourself on Zoom?
That's what I'm using is Zoom.
Okay.
But there's a way to do it, to use Advance and share part of the screen and put that around your slide. And because I want to have a cameo of me on the side. Do you have an easy way to tell me to do that?
I think so. Yeah, if I understand you right, like right now, if I were to click the share button on the bottom of my Zoom
Right.
screen,
I'm with you.
and I get to choose which window or which app I want to share. So what I would have done if I was doing what you're describing is I would have already set up my slides. Let's say they're on my
They're on
Chrome
Canva.
browser. They're
Yeah,
ready to go.
okay.
And
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and click the share app or click share for that particular app. And right now, I believe
That's how I want it to be.
perfect. Yeah. So I'm recording my screen right now. So this is exactly what is going to show. If I was
Okay.
recording this, I could make a class and I would have information right here, and I would have all of us right here, or I could just have me if there were not.
Yeah, I'm
bunch of us.
recording it
Yeah.
for them to just use on their own. I still don't know how you got there so easy.
To this screen right here.
Yeah, to any of it.
Yeah, so let me see if I can go through it again. All I did was just click. I had my slides already set up, so they're on
Okay.
my laptop on a browser that I know is where I'm going.
Okay.
And I'm just going to click for me, it's green share button at the bottom of my screen.
Got it.
And then I'm just going to select the specific browser or app that I want to share. So
Where the slides are.
where the slides are, yeah.
Okay. You want to select to share the slides. Okay.
So
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything because I'm not all that tech savvy. I can do
Yeah.
it, but I'm not all that tech savvy.
You totally can. You totally can. So that is all I did. And now we are recording, and I could be teaching right here, and here is our training. That's it.
Okay.
When
Okay,
I'm
and
done,
if you need to have something to read, where would you put that? If you need like a teleprompter, but not a teleprompter app, how would you do that?
no problem. I could have that like running over here. And what's really great is that since I selected just
It's
this
still going to just show
browser,
this.
Zoom is
Right.
only going to show this right here, even if half of it is covered up by my notes that I want to look at.
Okay, that confuses me so much. So much.
Do
But
it
I know
practice.
it's so confusing. But I think I can get it from that.
I think you can, yeah. Maybe do
Something
a
in the
practice
chat
run.
about it.
What's that?
Did somebody put something in the chat about it? I think maybe they just did.
Cool, yeah. I'll let you
And I
check
just wanted
that.
to make
Yeah.
sure that I was getting it.
Yeah, I think you totally are. Maybe do a 5-minute practice round for yourself and
Oh,
then
yes, I will. I
yeah,
will.
watch it and you'll see that you can just record your one application or browser and you'll be good.
Okay, thank you so much. You have no
You are
idea.
so welcome.
You have no idea.
I totally
I'm going to
do.
stay and listen to everybody else.
Perfect. When you're done, it'll automatically save as an MP4 and then you can just upload that and you're good to go.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you so much.
You're very welcome,
I know
Melissa.
that's probably elementary to a lot of people, but there's probably more elementary people than I realize.
Lots, and we actually have lots of new people who just joined the platform recently, so it's
Yes, okay.
all good
Okay,
questions.
thank you.
You're so welcome, Melissa. All right, let's try Lisa. How are we doing? Oh, wait, did you put it in the chat? You know what? I think you did. I need to offer a discount on a subscription for a limited time after a free course. Since they will be entering at potentially different times, wasn't sure if I could send to a different order form that doesn't have the coupon slot on it. Maybe a countdown that redirects in an ideal world, but each person would have their own countdown. Don't know if that's a thing. It's likely that it is. All of this is Go Plus world. This is what Go Plus is for. Is all these kinds of things.
Okay. All right, cool. I will go to that meeting and see if they can puzzle it out.
Yeah. You can definitely do countdowns. You can do different time-sensitive offers and a countdown that redirects. I'm sure it's possible. I mean, that's it may take some setting up, and I don't know if it's all within Go Plus or using any other tools, but
Yeah. And then to bring it back to XP on a slightly different question, if it's not a subscription and it's just, I would like to offer a discount on a course, just a straight up discount. But I think I can but I don't want to use a code. So if I could just make the lower price in XP, but not show it on the order form except when I want to, is that? So I think I can choose which prices I want to show on the order form.
you can, but when they are actually clicking to buy, it's going to show what they're paying then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's just like for this week, I want to offer $100 off, so I'm just going to show that price for this week, and then next week I'll turn that one off and turn the higher price one on.
Oh yeah, you could do that. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Just customize the order form. I'm sure you know how to do that. Show the price that you want to show, and then just change it next week.
Can I have two different order forms and I just send them to no?
Not within XP. You can set up multiple order forms in Go Plus.
All right, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. That's Lisa's hand. Let me check the chat. Thank you, Lucia, sending the ultimate guide to the perfect membership site. That link is in the chat for anybody who wants it. Thank you. And Michael sharing the Facebook link. Thank you so much. Yes, that is the correct link to the Facebook group. All right, how are we doing? Getting questions answered so far. Let me think if there was anything we were going to circle back around to. Maggie, did we get your questions answered? Anything else we want to talk about, discuss,
Yes,
celebrate? We got you taken care of? Okay,
it worked. I tried it and worked perfect. Thank you.
excellent. Good, good, good. All right. How are we doing? How's everybody feeling?
Rachel, I put in the chat as well the Zoom help link to multiple setups for sharing screen for broadcast.
You rock. Thank you.
All right.
Did you get that,
She
Melissa?
does rock. Yeah, she rocks.
She
We've
does.
talked before. She rocks.
Ah,
I
that's
saw
awesome.
reply, Lucia.
Yeah, yeah. She is amazing.
She really is.
All right. Anna, you got the Facebook link, Facebook group link. Cool. All right. We zipped through a bunch of questions. How are we doing? What else do we have? We got a few more minutes if you guys have other questions, thoughts, shares, celebrations. Lisa, I think your hand is still up from before. Is that right? And Lucia, do you want to go ahead?
Yeah. So we got a little note, or maybe he put it in the Facebook group, I can't remember, about having a store on XP, selling stuff on XP.
Uh-huh.
I had already MacGyvered it so that it was going to be linked over
Of
to my
course you did.
Stripe, and it was a whole thing.
Mhm.
But can you give any kind of quick walkthrough of that, or where we would find that in the menus?
So I believe what you're talking about is that we've had a request for a long time, and it is on the feature map for the future, just not as an immediate thing. The request is, of course, to have a store directly in XP where you can click and send people to buy things and tie it all into points. That is not here yet, but what I'm pretty sure you're referring to is that Laddick found a way to set this up in Go Plus. So the answer is that this is a Go Plus setup that he has come up with. And he should be able to, I think he may have actually done a video about it.
He did, I think it was in the Facebook group, but I thought he had done it on XP. Because there is a store function in Go Plus, but I thought I'm going to go look. You answer somebody else's question. I'm going to literally go look for it.
If there is, unfortunately, it's not something I have looked at yet. So I'm sorry, I wouldn't be able to
Okay, well, I'm
give
going
any
to go to
guidance on that.
I'm going to go to the Facebook group right now while we're
Okay,
here
cool.
and nudge around, try to find it. And if I do find it, I'll post a link to the post. It's Gillis. He sent out an email.
It definitely includes Go Plus integration stuff, Shauna is saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go find it. Okay. Never mind. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Thanks, Lucia. Good to see you. Gillis, Go Plus. Okay. Yeah, it's Go Plus. All right. What else? What else? Let me think if I am missing anything. Other questions, celebrations, shares, successes, inspire us. What are you doing? What are you building? I see Shauna, you're muted, Shauna, but
So I launched a membership
yay!
modeled after Success School.
Cool.
And I wanted it my way. I wanted all the trainings from 1 month on one page. So I couldn't.
Right.
So you helped me discern that I couldn't use the normal training thing.
Right.
So anyway, I'm in the middle of my first month. My students both have some points. They've been doing something.
That's
And
awesome.
it's exciting. Now I'm just like refining and trying to smooth things out for them. So success.
Congratulations. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah.
Confetti.
awesome, Shauna. Yep.
Thank you.
Very
Looks like
cool.
it's gonna try again or something.
Lisa, I see your hand going up again. Is that from before? Anything else?
I also put it in chat. I'm just wondering if we can upload tags in XP via a CSV upload.
Good question.
It seems like you have to upload into a course,
Yeah.
and that would be fine since they're in the course, but would it update ones that are already there, or would it act like they're new students?
I don't believe so, but I am not 100% sure on that, Lisa. I will check that out for you and report back. If anybody has updated tags via CSV upload, feel free to let me know, but I will get that checked out. All right, what else I got? Anything else? Michael, you had a question about getting started with gamification or getting started with courses in general.
Yeah, the gamification thing, well, that'll take a little longer to get into, but the immediate thing, I just had an issue with some of the sidebar stuff I had
Oh,
mentioned in my
right.
emails
Yeah.
there. Did you want me to do it now? Get it either now or after,
Sure,
whatever you like.
we got a few minutes, and I think we've covered things pretty well. Yeah, you want to go ahead and
Okay.
tell me
Oh, can I share my screen or no? Here.
Yes. Go ahead and send the request or try to share it.
Yeah, it says
Just
sharing
wait.
is not turned on.
Just wait for okay. There we go.
Try again. Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna share the screen. Okay, is that sharing the right one?
So I'm seeing your course. It looks like as
Is
a
it the Women's
preview
Health
or
Hub there?
It is. It's the
Okay,
Women's
so
Health Hub.
that's yeah, okay, so that's essentially the member view.
Okay, great.
And on the left-hand side, you see we got the little bar here, so it's either says community or the homepage is what it is, right? So I've made my own little navigation bar here. So if I go to anywhere except if I go to the forum, that's fine. The forum is this, and if I want to go back, I can hit the homepage, which makes sense on the bar. If I go to any one of my custom pages, if I go to any one of my custom pages and then I want to go back to the homepage, it doesn't do anything. I can see when I hover over it, that it wants to do something, but I can't, it doesn't do anything. It doesn't go back. So I can go back to community and then I can go back to the homepage and it gets me there, but it's just not doing the same thing that it does in that one case. And I don't know why.
So, sorry, you said again from the homepage, you
so
are
basically,
able to.
Yeah, well, if I go to forum, but forum is not my custom page, it's going to the community, sort of like my forum setup. So that's what makes it different. Every one of my other ones, which is a custom page that I created, when I try and use the sidebar and hit the homepage icon, essentially, it doesn't bring me back to the homepage.
Okay.
And I don't know why.
Shauna has input on that?
Yes, I do. So that icon is not a homepage link. That icon is taking me back to the course. You're already in the course.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So I want the homepage of the course.
Well, so that sidebar menu is for navigating to these different environments: forum, course, another course. If you had another course, it would show up there.
Okay.
So what I would suggest you do, which I've seen in my options with the page building, is when you, like, for instance, if you went into the home page and you look at that navigation menu, there should be an option that says populate this menu on all pages in my course. And you say yes.
Right.
And
so you want me to put the nav bar on every page?
Right, because the nav bar is how you get from place to place.
Yeah.
With course.
Yeah. I mean,
But click
mhm.
the arrow. You see the arrow above the community forum?
Yep.
That might,
That
what if
should
you click
take
home
you.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It just seems, like if people have this closed and then it's like, okay, then it'll do that. It's nice to be able to do it as well without having a whole bunch of stuff open. Um, it's okay. It's a workaround. And I don't want to put the nav bar in every one because under some, I forget which one's here. Let me go back. Under some situations, I have my other nav bars underneath. Oh, no, it wasn't that one either. I forget which ones now. I've got other ones where I have to break things down, so I have my own separate little nav bar to go to separate pages because there's too much to put on one page. So then I basically have either levels of nav bars.
You can do
um,
different nav bars for
or
each page.
oh yeah, I could. I could essentially just add a home button to every nav bar, even if it's different. Which is,
Mhm.
I suppose, another way of maybe doing it. Maybe that's even a cleaner way to do it
If
rather
I
than just doing that. Yeah.
I might add
Go
a
ahead,
little
Shauna. Yeah.
feedback. There, there's something to be said for consistency, particularly with navigation bars. It makes people feel safe.
Yep.
So, maybe it does make sense to have a consistent navigation bar on all pages and then the custom navigation bars as a second navigation bar. And I have seen that in some of, like I've seen that in EPM, or no, in Momentum. I don't know if you're in Momentum, but I've seen where there's a second nav bar
Yep.
that's particular to the place that I'm in, the
Sure.
page.
Yeah. And you think that's fine? Like that's sort of like an acceptable standard-ish kind
Absolutely.
of thing? Yeah.
That makes me feel good as a user. I'm like, oh, cool.
Okay. I
I
mean
can,
that would definitely be the simplest thing. Yeah, I can just definitely throw, the other nav bar in every page and then just have the sort of the page specific nav bar underneath. Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll give that a shot. Great. Thanks for the feedback.
Awesome. Thank you, Shauna. So Lucia is saying she's built your own workaround for selling your books. Yeah, there's ways. Do you want to share anything about what you've set up, Lucia? It's up to you. But
Um, oh God, I'm still on screen blowing my nose. I apologize.
no worries. You don't have to, but I know
Um,
people are
I
interested
thought I had my camera off.
about the points.
I think anyway, so all I'm doing is in my courses, I'll be adding a lesson or a
Mhm.
module
Mhm.
that is literally the publications for sale.
Mhm.
So, and it will link over to whether I do a landing page on GoPlus or put it on my website, but it'll have my Stripe payments and that sort of thing.
Mhm.
Because I have free workbooks and then I have that are internal to the course purchase, but then I have
Cool.
mini workbooks that I'm selling to the public
Mhm.
as well. So, because I like to write a workbook.
Awesome. Yeah.
So, that's just how I figured to do it, was just because you can put links in those blocks of material, and there's
Yeah.
no reason not to use GoPlus to build a little store page yourself and just embed the hyperlinks. That's how I'm rolling it out until XP catches up.
Awesome. Very cool. All right, you all, anything else? Last questions, thoughts, celebrations, shares, advice for everybody else? We doing good? Got some stuff to work with?
I'd like to say to the newbies
Mhm.
that, for lack of a better expression, um, XP has a simple setup function that is not the very, very complex one. It's
Mhm.
a great place to get you started, get your feet wet, and not get yourself freaked out. Both platforms are not entirely intuitive unless you have built websites before.
Mhm.
So if you haven't done block construction on
Yeah,
websites, it won't feel intuitive. The
that's a good point.
menus are not particularly intuitive to those that are not dev savvy. So give
Yeah.
yourself time. Definitely use the simple one first, and then it's really easy to flip it over to the more complex as your needs progress. But remember that your members they don't know anything about how to build this stuff or membership. As long as they can get in and get what they need, you can keep your interface really simple. You don't need to over engineer it because they will never know the
100%.
difference.
100%.
They
Yeah,
will never know.
so true.
That's all I have to say. Just like keep it simple. You know, kiss, kiss, kiss. Keep it simple, stupid.
Totally. Awesome. Thank you, Lucia. All right. Sounds like we have covered it for today. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, people do sometimes feel limited by it's all of it. It's a balance, right? Like keeping it simple and adding more and more and more features and options and then
We
making
got
it
our
simple
branding
again.
page. We got our branding thing over in GoPlus. I haven't noticed that XP has the same service now.
It's on the list. It's on I don't mean just
I mean,
in the
I
general.
assume it's because GHL built it first, and now our white label version is. Did I skip out there?
Just a bit, yeah.
Right now, GoPlus is referring to you to the Go High Level help pages. That's their reference for help. They also have a Facebook page, Go High Level does, and it's very useful for learning and using GoPlus. GoPlus is a white labeled version of Go High Level, and I suspect that that brand thing came in through GHL, which is why we now have it in GoPlus. But it would be really cool to have it over in XP.
It
It'd be a
would. I
time
agree.
saver. Be a
I
massive. But
1000%
I have a
agree.
little worksheet that I keep literally in my media to
Cool.
keep, like, I have a little, like a Word doc in my media where you store your videos and your crap and your documents. And it is my little quick reference form for my brand. So I have my fonts, my font sizes for headings and all that stuff. I took it all
Nice.
out of Canva and just plopped it right into a Word doc, and I saved it in my XP for quick reference. So you're not going back and forth and back and forth. All right, I'm
Nice.
done
Yeah.
bossing people around. I gotta go. I love you guys.
Great stuff. Thank you, Lucia. Yeah, you're right, Shauna. Always custom CSS. So yeah, you can get more and more complex, and there's always a balance of keeping it as simple as possible. So that is the goal. All right. I think we will wrap it up here unless there's any last thoughts. Yeah, Shauna, you got something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I would be asking myself this, thumbing through the code, but maybe you know off the top of your head. Does each page have some kind of unique identifier, talking custom CSS stuff? Because if I want to make that rule for the image on the home,
Oh, right. We were talking about your image. Custom CSS settings are by course, not by page. So I don't know the answer to your question of how to make it specific to a page.
okay.
I would imagine it is possible, but that's beyond me.
Okay, you know what? Feature request, if it's easy enough, might solve a bunch of other feature requests. Ability to add a custom class.
Yeah.
Be nice.
Cool.
Thank you.
All
Even
right.
to a page or a block.
Even to a page, yeah.
Or a block. Block would be great.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you all. Great stuff. Thank you for all of the questions and all of the fantastic input and suggestions and thoughts. And I will talk to you next time, and I'll see you soon. Take good care. Thanks all.